Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights EE Enhanced Edition, where we've reached level 16, I believe. One more level, yeah, that would make us level 16. So that's nice. Might be the final level we'll actually be getting during this campaign. I'm not sure. Maybe we can scrape out one more level, but we definitely won't be making it to the full level 20. Which is a natural cap. But that is fine. I think that's sort of how it was intended. First, let's just make sure Linu does not lose her stuff. So we take the more important things off of her as much as we can. So let's make a... So yeah, we want to take her sword. Yeah, okay, we can take that. Can we take her boots? No, those boots are apparently attached to her now. The armor's also attached. What happened to her shield? Ah yeah, tower shield.
Do not burden
Yeah,
yourself.
okay.
This is too heavy.
She can take these, those are hers. Ringers of resistance, those are ours. Okay, good. Belt of fire giant strength. Yeah, okay, we can take those still as well. Okay. That is pretty much the most important things, these two. Let's hope they don't disappear. But otherwise we should be fine. Right, let's go and level up then. We want to take one more level in Arcane Archer. That will give us +4 arrows. So very little that can stop our arrows then. And we are should get a fair bit of extra damage. So let's see. Obviously take lore and spot. Was tempted to add search to our list, but I think we'll just save the points. Only 3 hit points. That's too little. We can do much better. We can take up to get up to 6. So let us continue. Put 1 in there. Standard upgrades this and this. 6. 6 is good enough, I feel. Yeah, that's fine. With that, we all level up.
Hey there, dear. What can I do for you?
Did she already level up? I don't see stuff, but okay, sure. Let's just re-equip her then. So yeah, we can give her back the belt, the armor, shield, sword, and probably elemental resistance rings. Oh, and her boots, of course. There we go, yeah. Still has all our stuff. Lovely. Let's have words then, because now we can actually have chats again, or we should be able to.
Hey there, dear. What can I do for you?
I just want to talk with you a little while. I love chatting with you, but don't you think we should focus on the mission? Please continue the story you were telling before, actually. Oh, Elsuan, you are my truest friend in the world. I know now that we must work together to accomplish all of our quests. I told you that I overheard Seanine Moonbow speaking with the head cleric of her order. The words that I heard would echo in my mind for the rest of my life. So, what was these terribly grave words of your goddess? She told the elderly cleric that during her wanderings through the world, she had come upon a forest of breathtaking oak trees that grew in the middle of a range of volcanoes. While she stood in contemplation and admiration of the oak, one of the volcanoes erupted. The lava streamed down the mountain, burning away through every form of life in its path. Well, the way I could stand and admire your beauty for endless hours, yes. Oh, now that's a kind of comment that could trip a woman's heart, but let's explore that later. The lava reached the edge of the forest and destroyed every single tree. This saddened Seanine, but as she prepared to move away, she noticed something very unusual. The seeds of the tree were floating on the top of the lava. They were floating on lava. They didn't burn up. When the lava cooled, the seeds broke open and small shoots came out of the shell to take root in the newly formed crust of the earth. Within weeks, the forest had renewed itself. The oak trees stood tall, defiant of the surrounding volcanoes and their fiery destruction. Wow, that is pretty amazing. Seanine was so smitten with the majesty of those trees that she made her favorite weapon from one of the boughs. Seanine left the forest, returning occasions to enjoy the splendor of their beauty. One day she returned to find that the trees had disappeared. Not a single seed remained, which made her weep. People die every day, but this goddess cries over a tree. She would weep if all the people of her people died, and she does sometimes weep when a favorite elf is killed, but this was a symbol of nobility and strength. Tree of life sort of nonsense, alright. Seanine didn't know what had happened. She had been gone for several centuries, and there was no trace of the mighty volcanic oak trees left. This is my task, dear one. Seanine thinks it is impossible. It is possible that one day an elf priestess will find the seed of the volcanic oak and bring it to Everesca to be the symbol of rebirth for the elven people. With this symbol, as the oak is reborn through fiery death, our people might be rekindled in spirit, though we might face adversity. I must find this seed, though I know not where one might exist. That's all there is to tell, sweet Elsuan. I shall defend your life with my own until the day that Neverwinter is safe again. Someday fate might guide me to the seed. I'll guide you to my seed. What? Never mind. I mean, I think I already found this unusual seed. Is this the unusual seed right here? Yes! That is the seed of the goddess described. I'm sure of it. Oh, Elsuan, you have done it! There's nothing I could give you that would equal the gift you have given the people of Everesca. You have proven yourself you are the best friend of the elven people. Yeah, ironic. I think you shall find this pendant I gave you now much more stronger than it was before. Oh, but your friendship means so much more than any magical item. Sweet Elsuan, those words, they fill up from some part of my soul that has been missing for a long time. There's an expression in Elven, Vestral Miani, which means you complete me. Do you know what I mean by that? Yes, I speak Elven, Linu. And yes, I feel the same way. Let's make this romantic, shall we? It would mean a lot to me if you could come to Everesca with me after we are done here. I think I would truly love to explore a deeper relationship with you. Oh yes, I would like to explore deeper very much. You have unlocked the strongest magic of the pendant. Jendar, a human, proved the depths of his friendship to the elves years ago, and the pendant blessed him with quicker reflexes than most elves have. And what will you do with the seed now, Linu? I will take it back to Everesca, where a place is prepared for a whole forest of these oaks to grow. The elven population has been withdrawing from the larger population of Faerun at too quick a rate. Perhaps with this symbol and the elven god's blessing we can begin to replenish ourselves. Oh yes, I'll love to replenish some elves. The coming years will be an upheaval in elven society. If we're going to integrate ourselves more, then we need strong leadership. We will step up and assume that role. Who will step up and assume this role? I have no idea. What about you? I don't really think I have the qualities necessary for leadership. I would be content with a place in the church, maybe build a new temple somewhere in human lands and lend support to elves who come out of seclusion. Whatever role I am given, with Seanin to guide me, I shall endeavor to do what is best for my people, and for others and the other people of the world. Though I know there's much to do in Nebraska, I'm in no rush to leave your side, dear one. As long as we have work to do, and you have a place for me, I shall remain with you loyal to the end. Oh, so now we are slightly romantic, and we should have a upgraded elf amulet. There it is. Now it's plus further dexterity and my immunity to mind affecting spells. That is a very good immunity to have. Already the dexterity is nice, but mind affecting spells, those are can be dreadful. Now we just cleared up on all of that. And we're at 34 dexterity. Alright, let's speak with some of the other party members to see what they offer. So that's back into the barracks. Okay, let us begin with Dalen Red Tiger. Because I think we might already have what he needs as well.
I've been waiting for you. I suspected you would return. Do you need me to join with you once more?
Yes, please. My blade is yours to command. Once again, let us quickly strip him of things that are too valuable for him to lose. So, switch that out, take his... We can't take his armor, that's unfortunate. What does he have? That's his, that's his. Yeah, I think most of these items are actually just his. I think this might not be his. No, that seems to be his as well. Okay then. Yeah, okay, this is all seems to be his, I believe. Unless this is not his. No, that's his as well. Well, fine then. Let's tell him to level up.
Yes? Is there something you need?
It seems that they are not actually leveling up this level. That is strange. Maybe 14 is kind of the max for them in this chapter or something like that. Alright then, re-equip the fancy armor. There you go.
Yes? Is there something you need?
Let's talk a bit again. My strength is in weapons, not words, Elsuan. I want you to continue that story from before and finish it this time. I promise to tell you the rest of the tale of the Ulfgard spear when the time was right. The time has come now. As you know, I am on a vision quest to prove myself a true Ulfgard warrior. Last night I had a vision to guide me on my quest. Alright, what did you eat or smoke, or both, and can I have some? And tell me of this vision, I suppose. I have seen the spear in my dreams. According to the legends of my people, the Ulfgard tribe will never be reunited until Ulfgard's spear is found. This is how I must prove myself worthy of the tribe, Elsuan. I must find Ulfgard's spear, though I do not know where to look. Do not fear, Elsuan. As long as I seek the words of power, my blade shall serve you, and in serving you, perhaps I will find the Ulfgard spear. I have come to believe that it's the will of the gods that I stay by your side. You have found my mother's brooch, you have avenged her murder. I cannot help but feel you are destined to help me in this as well. Well, we are running into a lot of spears. I'm sure we'll find one Ulfgard spear or whatever it is. As long as I get some of that smoke. Thank you, Elsuan. I promise this means much to me. If you are a man of true honor, I know my quest will end in success. But for now, let's focus on finding the words of power. Grant is counting on us. So I don't think we've found the Ulfgard spear yet. I hope I didn't sell it, but I'm pretty sure we didn't. Okay, so that is what Dalen wants. Let's speak with Tommy.
I figured they'd drag your carcass back here eventually. You need me to come with you again?
Yes. Hey, the why?
Eh? What can Tommy do for you?
Alright. Actually, no. Proper voice. Yes. I just want to talk. Oh, what you have in mind, my lord? Continue that story from before where you were a supposed wizard. I guess ain't no harm in it. This was such a big mess though, my lord. If you remember, the wee demon had given me a wand, so after he left, I decided that I needed to be tested out properly. Exactly. It was exhilarating, my lord. The power at my disposal. I had my apprentice chores to do, so I decided the wand should do them for me. I animated a broom. Oh dear, I see where this is going. Did you make a musical? Is that it? Anyway, no. I animated a broom, played some classical music to do my bidding, and it began to clean the floors. I used the wand to make the buckets that never ran short of water. I made the tables walk, the cauldrons dance, the chairs four-stepped. It was marvelous. There was so many beautiful classical music. I waved my wand and everything came to life. Sam, what did the wizard think of this? Well, he wasn't around, naturally, considering the source of the wand. I didn't exactly want to advertise it. Well, the broom was the first problem. It began cleaning more than just rooms. It started sweeping the shelves and knocking Hallisher's components about, breaking things. I couldn't make it stop. In a panic, I hacked the broom apart with an axe, and then both halves became brooms. I kept hacking and hacking until suddenly the room was filled with brooms. They were breaking and everything. This is just Fantasia, isn't it? You just saw a movie and you've been telling me this whole plot. I don't know what this movie is, but I assure you it wasn't copyrighted material. That music is all public domain. In my haste, I knocked over the bucket, and suddenly the tower began filling up with water. The table was attacking me. I couldn't do anything. The tower was being destroyed. Chaos! Chaos! Oh, the humanity! And then Elijah came back. And did he try to kill you? Well, no, he didn't try to kill me. The way he looked at me, all disappointed and angry, I thought I was gonna pee my britches. He snatched the wand from me and he broke it. And that made me all the madness stop. And then he yelled at me. He practically threw me out of the tower and told me to never come back. The bright news is, I hear Halashas told some writer about it, and the writer thought it made for an amusing play. Think it will be a musical? I knew it! Yes, I'm pretty sure it has commercial potential. You should have sold that thing to me. I could have made a fortune. Just when I think you couldn't get any stranger. You know, I do feel a bit bad about the whole wizard thing. Not for me, I know I wasn't a wizard. I feel bad for Asher. He did treat me pretty good, all things considered. He had a bunch of rare components destroyed that night. Worst of all was these ashes. Ashes of some great warrior for his longevity potion or something. I always thought I should try and make it up to him one day. Find him those ashes maybe. Unless he's gone and died of old age. I do have these ashes of an Uthgard hero. Would they serve? Well, now, maybe they could. Maybe they would at that. Let me think. Aye. I think this would serve Halash's longevity potion just fine. Thank you, my lord. Here, since you've been such a good friend, let me give you this. It's a powerful ring I stole from Sammy way back. Maybe you can use it. Yes, it's probably the same ring. You just knocked it back and gave me an upgrade. Thank you still. Oh, it's not a problem, my lord. At least I can do. The only thing I stole of Sammy will be valuable enough for me to keep. I'll send these ashes off to Halasher. As soon as I get the chance, I wonder if we still accept apprentices at my age. So you want to become a wizard again? Sure, why not? With some magic at hand, I could be the greatest thief talent boy I've ever known. Again. Let's get this underway then, my friend. We'll find your words of power and put an end to all this evil crap. And for even more adventures await us afterwards, I'm sure of it. So we got an upgraded ring from that. I thought the ashes would be for Dalen, but apparently not. They're off to be, dishonored by Tommy's friends. Okay, Ring of the Rogue +4. So +4 dexterity, and otherwise just skills. Okay, that's not a huge upgrade, but it's nice. Now, next up, Bobby Knuckle.
So you must need something. The most logical assumption is that you want me to join up with you again, correct?
Yes, correct. Okay then, let's get it, let's go. There's an entire world out there waiting for us to discover it.
Is there something you need?
Wait, let's talk. I'm a staunch proponent of free exchange of ideas, Elsuan. What is it that you wish to know? Okay, so I guess the story, yeah. I guess you just never can do his quest if you didn't do the first one. Okay, that's a shame. Bobby Knock is just a waste then. Alright. Because we were nice to him in the first chapter.
I have been waiting for you. I suspected you would return. Do you need me to join with you once more?
Yes, let's be all evil and stuff. And together we shall rain blood and death upon the world.
Is there something you need?
Let's talk for a little while. Conversation is one way to pass the time until the Silent Lord comes to claim us. What do you wish to speak of? I want you to continue those rites you were talking about. I have been waiting for guidance from the Silent Lord before I discuss this matter with you, Elsuan, but I realize now that I was a fool. You are a tool of the Silent Lord. You enact his will upon the world, spreading death wherever you go. The Silent Lord has brought us together for a reason. You are here to aid me in the challenge, Elsuan. The very fact that you are here is proof that the Silent Lord wants me to ask you for help in this task. That's very religious of you. What is this task? I must assassinate one of the Inner Circle members. Only delivering one of their number into the Silent Lord's hands am I worthy to join them. Sounds simple. There is a catch, Elsuan. It is forbidden for one of my order to slay the Inner Circle unless we use a weapon blessed by the Inner Circle themselves. Alright, why would they bless a weapon just so someone else can use it to kill them? You forget, Elsuan, we do not fear death. The custom exists to ensure that one of the Inner Circle is slain. It is by a monk who has proved worthy of the honor. When one of our order joins the Inner Circle, they must bless a weapon that they may use, that may be used to deliver them to the Silent Lord. They may take the weapon and secret it away in a place of danger. Finding one of these blessed weapons would require luck, skill, and fate. In fact, I believe only the guiding hand of the Silent Lord will deliver the blessed weapon into the possession of one of our order. And you want me to find this weapon for you? At first, I feared enlisting your aid would be sacrilegious. However, now I realize that you are a tool of the Silent Lord. You are here specifically to help me find one of the blessed weapons. How would I recognize one of these blessed weapons? I have a lot of weapons. The sacred weapon is emblazoned with a symbol of my order, the outstretched hand of the Silent Lord reaching to claim us all. Do not fear. As long as you seek the words of power, I shall serve you. And in serving you, I will serve the will of the Silent Lord. If I am meant to find this sacred weapon, it will be in service to you, as you continue to carve out your blood-steeped legend. Then if the Silent Lord wills it, we'll find this sacred weapon. I could not have spoken it more truly myself, Elsuan. So he wants a fancy weapon. I have no idea what that might be. Now, I think Shawan we might also have already found the answer for.
I'm glad to see I was right. So, shall we join up once more?
Yes, let's do so. Good, let's go.
Yes? Is there something you need?
Let's talk for a little while then. Talk? What about, Elsuan? I'd like you to continue your story from before, and this time finish it. Fair enough. I think I remember how the very best of it goes now. I told you of Morlin had agreed to do a task for each of the Triune, correct? The first was a task for Adri Fenya, whatever. God of the flying elves, actually. He was to retrieve a feather from the largest phoenix to fly the skies of the deep southern lands. Sorry. For many long years, Tamorlin would scour the highest peaks of Termish and Cholnath, following the legends of the great bird, yet never spotting them. A century of hardship would pass before Tamorlin would return to the northern mountains, ragged but triumphant, holding a pinion feather from a great phoenix. For Seanin Moonbow, he would seek out the remnants of each of our 3 moons that had fallen to the ground in a blaze of fire. Another century he would spend to search for them, long buried, long forgotten, and scattered. Finally, with tears in his eyes, he returned with 3 rock shards in his hands. And in the end of the day, they were all shams and he was a big con artist. Now that would just be you. Fair enough, that would indeed be me. For Helnali Salanil, he would seek the golden heart of a dragon dead of simple age, one of the rarest things someone could seek. He wailed at the thought, but was determined. For centuries he wandered following rumor after rumor until finally he came into the northern lands when he heard of a wizened worm breathing his last. Tamorlin spent many years finding the creature and then befriending him, singing to the aged dragon as he weakened slowly through the decade. When at last the great peace passed, Tamorlin was saddened but also overjoyed that this was his last quest at an end. Before Tamorlin could return to the goddess, however, he was found by one of his own people. He was told the sad news that his beloved wife and children had died of a terrible illness during his absence. Torn by the news, Tamorlin wept and railed with anger at the goddess who had kept him from his family for so long. She did not answer. Tamorlin poured his grief and his pain and his loss into a song. Since he could not sing of love, he would sing of this. Sing of all that he had missed. And this is what he sang to the goddess. And finally, Hanali Sinalil came, with tears flowing from her golden eyes. You understand at last the meaning of love, child, she said. As I promise, you shall be rewarded. With that, she lifted Tamorlin up through the gates of Avondor to join his wife and children and spend an eternity with them in paradise. And that is the end. So she killed him? Well, how utterly poetic tripe. There's always a critic, isn't there? I'm surprised you would sit through the whole thing if you even listened to it all. Why did you tell me the story then, by the way? Well, I don't know how much of the legend might be true, but I know there's some truth to it. There really was an elven bard named Tamorlin, and he really did die in this region. Supposedly, he actually did write a song before he died, or so the rumors say. He was one of the greatest bards to have ever lived, and that song would be a masterpiece. To get my hands on it, to have a chance to sing it, to bring it to the world, that would be everything, Elsuan. Well, I did have this scrap of elven paper written. It was utterly poetic tripe, but you might like it. It is written in Elven, and the notes are, "Oh my, that is Tamerlane's signature. This is it, Elsuan. How did you ever find it?" Oh, a bathroom trip. It's lovely. He truly was a master. I almost thought it was a fairy tale, but it couldn't be true. But it is, isn't it? Well, sometimes fairy tales are true, I guess. Yes, I suppose they are. Oh, I can't wait to sing this in proper audience to spread Tamerlane's intended to be. I do not know if that's necessarily true. He was very depressed. I'm not sure how I can ever repay you for this gift, Elsuan. I hope friendship will be enough. Nah, we're already nicely. I think Lino is a little bit too close for pulling like a second flirtation. So your friendship is enough, good enough payment, Sharwin. Thank you, Elsuan. I want you to know that I have no intention of running out of you. The song can wait. The mission comes first. Let's go and end this, and find the words of power. The end of the great tale awaits. I still think she probably upgraded her thing, right? Yeah, she upgraded to +5, so she's just lying. She did give us a gift. So what does the +5 version do? Probably more charisma. Yeah, there's more charisma. Okay, that'll be handy for persuading. Now that was all the companions, so we just have to find the spear. We just have to find the spear and then the weapon for Grimnaw. Alright, and we also still have, while we're at these things, we have the Cultist Journal, the Tome of the Ring. Yes, we should maybe try and make that. A Ring of Regeneration. For Warrior, Ring of Regeneration is pretty good. For such an item is deceptively simple if merely possess one Fanberry and an Eye of the Rakshasa. Of course, acquiring said eye is another matter. Once the ingredients are assembled, the procedure can be completed using the equipment in the standard laboratory. Melf's acid arrow. I know we still have that acid arrow arrow thing. It should be somewhere. I don't know where. Let me just collect the ingredients we need, and I'll be right back with you to make this thing. Okay, I have collected all the ingredients for this ring. So we have a Fanberry, the Eye of Rakshasa. And I had sold it, but I could buy it back, a Ring of Melf, which casts Melf's Acid Arrow. We should be able to complete things with that by casting Acid Arrow on the thing here. That creates a Ring of Regeneration. Very nice. +4 regeneration. That's pretty good. I don't know if we'll be wearing it, because I like the Ring of the Rogue a lot with our current build, but we might tap into that, or give it to one of our companions to just be honest eating. Now, what I also found when I was shopping for magic items, going around the shop, I found let's click here, a Ring of Beguiling, which does allow you to cast Dominate Person. And that was the spell I'm pretty sure we needed for those for the laboratory in the Coldwood. So I am actually going to run to the Coldwood and see if we can make that item still. Okay, here we are again in the lab. I still have the laboratory notes. So to make the Staff of Command, we need a Rakshasa's Eye. I've collected one, and a Quartz Crystal. I've collected one as well. And then yes, cast Dominance on a Alchemist lab. Let us see if that works. So, Rakshasa, blanket, close, cast, Dominate Person. That doesn't seem to work. Let's not dominate person. Or would it have to be done maybe in the official laboratory? We can't try that. Guess we'll give that a go. Still have many charges on that rod, so we should be fine. Or maybe it's another spell after all. It does say dominance and not necessarily dominate person, but I don't think dominance is an actual spell. Unless it's like the cleric version of dominate person. Or is it like the high level 9 version? I don't think it's that. Well, let's put it in the wizard's chest, see what happens then, and if we cast dominate on top of it. We got hit by fire. Yeah, I don't think this works. Okay, well, guess that's a dead end then. I'll just go and start selling a lot of stuff. And yeah, next episode we will probably return to proper adventuring. See if we can find those last 2 special weapons we're looking for. As well as what's going on with the Word of Power and all that. Okay, quick addendum. After a quick bit of online research, quote unquote, I figured out it's not actually the lab, but this altar I have to use. It doesn't say it, but apparently it is the altar. It should have been sort of made obvious, as it's kind of like the centerpiece lures your eyes in the room. But still, it says a lab, so I assumed it was the alchemist lab. So let's try dominate person on that. Yes, that seemed like an effect. And there we have it, magical staff of command. Charm monster, current person, dominate, and immunity to mind affecting spells.
Do not burden me.
Honestly,
so.
the mind
This
affecting
is too
spells is the
heavy.
nicest. Let's actually have a look at these stuff, because this is nice. With the new models. Yes, it is quite nice. So huzzah, we have a nice staff. Probably will not use it, but sell it. Yeah, we'll go and also go sell a lot of this magical stuff. And the gems and all that. And yeah, return for proper adventure. So until the next episode, now, till then, bye bye.